All right, bro, do you want to know the truth? Do you want to know how you're actually going to change your life, completely upheave your life into massive success, especially during 2025? You need to hit rock bottom. You have to touch the bottom before you can make the change. Most people, when it comes to just psychology of people, whenever you feel comfortable, you are not going to make the radical changes needed to get to the point that you want to get to. That's just a fact. Most people, when they're comfortable, when they're sitting in the middle and they're average, they cannot make the changes. The people who dive into the deepest depths of life, who find the craziest struggles, maybe they have some crazy illness or they have some crazy financial loss to where they're at negative. Those are the people who catapult and high hurdle the middle and go straight to the top. That's the only way you're gonna make a change. I didn't make a change in my physique until I literally got to a point where I was disgusted by how I looked. I was disgusted by how I was treated by other people. I was disgusted by the fact that I was lazy. I didn't get to a point where I made a change until I felt disgusted. Financially, I didn't make a change. Luckily, I made it early. I didn't make the change until my card got declined when I went to a store when I was in college. I did not make that change. Then I got lazy again. And what happened? The same shit happened a few years later. And then boom, change. Every time you hit rock bottom, you get to that gulag, bro. That is when the biggest change occurs. But a lot of people, they don't allow themselves to just deep dive into the bottom. They don't allow themselves to do that because they know when they're down there, they know it's painful. They know they're going to need to make a change. They may subconsciously be afraid of the change that's going to happen. But I'm telling you this right now. If you can allow for yourself to go straight to the bottom, you will catapult so far high up. If you feel like you're on a downward spiral, nobody can help you right now. Because no matter what people tell you, you won't believe it until it viscerally hurts you. Until some shit goes wrong. Until your girl breaks up with you because you're a fucking loser. Until your girl breaks up with you because you got way too fat because you listened to them saying that the dad bod was a thing. You won't make that physical change. Until somebody makes fun of the man boobs that you have. Until a baby starts sucking on it, thinking that it's a titty and it's not, and it's just you. That's the only time you're going to change, when you have that embarrassing moment. I'm saying this because I heard Kevin Gates. He was talking about that in the interview. He's like, bro, I didn't change my physique until a baby started sucking on my nipple and everyone started laughing because the baby thought that my nipple was a titty. That's when he made a change. The guy who's financially successful, he made that change because he got embarrassed when he was younger because he was broke. Maybe he grew up in a very broke household and he didn't have money and people were making fun of him because he was wearing shoes that were broken or ripped up. Bro, I'm telling you, for me, even financially, I made the change because when I was younger, I couldn't get haircuts. My dad would have to just shave my head and my head looked like crazy. Everyone was getting nice tapers and lineups and shit. I couldn't even get a lineup because I couldn't afford it. That shit shakes me to this day. I know it sounds minimal, but at the time it was very important to me. I also got cut from my 8th grade basketball team when I tried out. That shit shook me to the core and I catapulted, high hurdled the middle, made varsity my sophomore year and was fucking balling. Like, that's what it took. It takes failure. It takes literally feeling emotionally at your lowest, most vulnerable position to finally do something different in your life, to finally take action, to finally give what you have to make the change and get the result that you're looking for. The guys who work with me in my fitness coaching business, in my fitness coaching program, the guys who do the best are the guys who are disgusted by how they look and they know they need to make a change. The guys who got rejected by that girl or got told off by their friends or got made fun of by their friends. The guy who literally is sitting there and is unhealthy to the point where he's pre-diabetic. Those are the guys who do the fucking best. You know why? Because they're down in the dumps. They're down in the deepest, darkest depths of despair. Now, if you're twisted up here, like a lot of successful people are twisted up here, some screws are loose, right? You'll start to enjoy that process when it happens because you'll be like, okay, now it's time to really turn up and make a change. If you're smart, you'll make a change now. right? You'll make, but some people, they know how their psychology works. They gotta go deep down. Whenever something bad happens, I used to get stressed. Now I start laughing in my head. I'm like, wow, this is life giving me an opportunity to level up. This is life giving me an opportunity to make a big comeback, the biggest comeback of my entire life. Comebacks are legendary, bro. It's not cool to always be up all the time. It's not cool to always, like, bro, I wouldn't say I had a health scare, but I got to a point where, like, I literally felt unhealthy. Like, I felt tired all the time. I had crazy dark circles under my eyes. I literally, like, acne everywhere and shit like that. Like, hairline was going receding from stress. I got so deep down in the dumps that I remember I looked at my girl, I'm like, I gotta make a change. I gotta start taking care of my diet. My diet was decent, but it could be better. I gotta start taking the right supplements for my body because I definitely have some deficiencies, just genetically. I gotta start training more and better. I gotta start making sure that I'm eating enough food. And I made the change. And things are on the up and up now. You know? That's what it took. It takes damage. It takes literal just plummeting towards your end to finally pick yourself up, get some cojones, and level yourself up. Because a lot of y'all are living comfortable. You're comfortable. You're just getting by. Bills are just getting paid. You're not in that, bro. I'm telling you, when my startup failed, and I didn't have any more money because I stopped getting paid by my own startup, right? Startup failed. I had to close it down. Rent was due in 2 weeks. $0 in my bank account. I said, fuck it. Literally. I found a business coach online because I was like, an online business is the way to go. I got to start going online and making money. Paid 6 bands, $6,000 to learn this. Changed my whole life, bro. I was literally back against the wall, sweating every day. I couldn't go to sleep. Started making sales, started making money. Boom, got back, and then skyrocketed. After that, when I was in college, I was always the person who was in the shadows. People didn't pay attention too much. Girls didn't pay attention too much in the beginning. I hated that. I don't care what you say. Use those superficial things to catapult you. Use getting rejected by women. Use it. Don't say I don't care about women. Use the pain. Everybody feels pain when they get rejected by women, when they don't get looked at, and their friend next to them is getting all of the looks and they're not. Use that shit and catapult your way up. That's what I did as well. That's what it took. Life will hit you at your lowest points. It will literally get so painful to the point where you're like, fuck, I need to make a change. And that's when your greatest comeback is going to happen. But it's not until you accelerate to the bottom. Take yourself as far down as you can. Because nobody looks in the mirror until it's too late. Nobody. Nobody looks into the mirror until it's too late. Once people start to look in the mirror, then they start to see the bullshit that happened to them. Then they start to make a change. But you know what a lot of people do? They don't look in the mirror. They think everything's okay because everything's kind of like stagnant. Again, that's just life's way of keeping you even keel, right? But when life starts to see you get lazy, starts to see you get way too distracted, it will literally just take you all the way down and make you have the worst experience of life so that you can get out of that like a rising phoenix and you go make the biggest comeback of your fucking life. Men need this. You need that low point. You need that feeling of inadequacy. You need that feeling of loneliness because that's what's going to catapult you to the top. That's what's going to take you out of your head. Because bro, when you're down in the bottom, when your back is against the wall, when you're struggling with a health ailment, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and you hate how you look and you know you need to make a change and you know how much time it's going to take. Bro, when you're at that point, your emotions do not fucking matter. When you're in scarcity mode, when you're like scrambling, trying to make shit work, like, oh bro, I got to do this, I got to do that. You're literally going to make it work because you're at a point where your emotions are not driving your decisions. Now it is, let me pull myself up, pull my balls up, and let me start going, let them drop actually. And let me start actually making moves and making things happen. Let me start hitting the gym more. Let me start eating a lot cleaner. Let me throw away all the bullshit that's in my ice cream, chips. All this shit's gone. Why? Because you're finally at a point where your emotions don't dictate your fucking life. The more you can detach yourself from your emotions, same thing in business. The more you can detach yourself from your emotions, the more that you can remove feelings of boredom, anger, all of this, and you can just start becoming a fucking machine, is the minute that your life is going to change. But people cannot be a machine until they've numbed themselves out, that they've fallen so low that they're so numb that they finally start to make a change. That's what it takes. I know it's not the best thing to hear. It's not the most best news you could hear. I'm not sitting here bullshitting you like, bro, this is how you're going to make your comeback. You're going to write your goals down. Then you're going to, no, bro, get to the fucking bottom as fast as possible. Get there. Get there and let that turn you into an animal, a machine. Let that accelerate you as far as you possibly can go. And if you're already at the bottom, congratulations. There's no lower than that. So now it's only up. Now you have to make decisions to get yourself back up. Now you have to learn new skills. You have to go find new mentors to help you catapult your way back up. That's the fastest way to do it. But you got to get to that point, bro. You got to get low. Pause. You got to really get down into the gulag, bro, and really fight for your life. Fight for your success. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your health. Fight for all of these things that you've been neglecting because life was too fucking comfortable for you. Everything was so even keeled. You know what I like about social media? People are like, social media is the worst thing that ever happened. You know why social media is good? Is because it can simulate that you're at the lowest point, even if you're not, because you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Some people are like, don't compare yourself. Compare yourself. Compare yourself to other people. Do that. You know why? Because it's always going to flash. It's like flashing a mirror like, bro, I could get there. Because here's the thing. If a human being could get to a certain level that you want to get to, that means you can do it as well. Which means you need to put in the work to do it. And you need to be able to utilize that comparison to show you that, damn, I'm still low. Because here's the thing. Talented people who have some talent to them, they succeed slightly effortlessly. Right? Like they succeed in the slightest form effortlessly with little things. I'm saying this from personal experience. I'll do something and I'll feel like, oh, wow, I succeeded. Like I didn't put in that much effort. And then I'll see someone else who's going crazy on social media. And I'm like, wait, I'm way at the bottom. I got work to do. So it simulates the bottom. That's a good way to do it. You see someone with an amazing physique. This happened to me, right? Even when I was getting in shape. I thought when I was on week 3, I was like, oh yeah, I look good now. I'm straight. I'm good. Then I went and watched Simeon Panda, his crazy ass. Motherfucker, I don't know if he's on steroids or not. I could give a fuck if he's on steroids. But I looked at him, I'm like, bro, I got to get like that. I was watching Jeff Logan. I'm like, bro, I got to get like that. I was watching Mike Rashid. Oh shit, I got to get like that. Like that's what it took, bro. It took that level of like comparison to make me keep going and make me feel like I'm still at the bottom. Even though my physique was already tuning up, it was already looking better than a lot of people's. I was like, nah, I want more. It's the same with money. I do something, I'll make some money here. I have a nice little couple grand in a day and I'll be like, oh yes. And then I'll go look at that fucking 19-year-old kid sitting on his ass making $150,000 a month. I'll be like, oh shit. I'm not doing shit right now. I'm not. And I'll get back to work because it simulates that I'm at the bottom. I feel like I'm in the depths of despair because somebody else is flashing a mirror in front of me like, bro, this is where I'm at. This is what you could be. Think about that. Every time you watch someone and you start to compare yourself to them, always think this person is flashing a mirror towards me because here's the thing with reality. Let's talk about some, I guess, spiritual concepts, right? Everyone is the same. Everyone comes from the same origin, right? Everyone is literally a spit image of somebody else. The person that you look at is you, just in a different reality. I'm just telling you what it is, right? You don't have to believe me. You could think this is woo-woo bullshit. Everyone that you look at is literally just you in a different reality. And all you have to do is believe, if he could do it, I could do it. If that's what you want. If he could do that, I could do that. Then you start making a comeback. Because now, again, it's simulation that I'm at the bottom. I'm not where I need to be. So I need to start going up. I need to start going up. I need to start going up. And then things start working out for you. So I'm telling you this as the homie, man. Like, I really want all you guys to win. And I know all you guys are hungry for success. I know every man that watches me on a consistent basis is a man who actually takes his life seriously, who actually wants to make a change. But no one has given him raw talks like this, raw man-to-man talks like this, that will shake you to your fucking core and make you start to take action. That's why I like doing these videos. That's why sometimes I get animated and I start moving around. Look, I'm already doing hezzies, but you already know. Like, I want y'all to win, bro. I want you to win. I want you to hit the three. I want you to go 5 for 5 on the 3-point line. I want you to hit every free throw. But sometimes you got to get benched real quick and watch other people ball out so that you can have that hunger, that pain, that fire to take off. So run the play, bro. Run the play. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video.